He got an ankle monitor on. I believe his probation officer was just enjoying his barbecue. Come Monday, let's not be surprised if something's going on with his other risk.
Well, let's look up. We're going to have to look up.
I looked it up.
Fireworks.
It's a penal code already that gives a description of an M80.
No. I get that. We know. It's pretty much. I'm saying though, like, is it like a major penalty? Is it like an infraction? Is it misdemeanor?
It's a felony.
Oh.
To have possession of. Now we talking about not just yourself, but another individual was hurt because of this. Let's talk about what we need to be talking about instead of everybody crying about what we see, right? The people need to know, because I'm going to be real. I never looked at an M80 like that. It just was an M80. I knew we wasn't supposed to have it.
Right.
We lit them, threw them, that's it. I mean, you know, I'm kind of with Captain Tazariot, like, what's the use in popping these things? You know, we all of us shell shocked from the streets. You get what I'm saying? Boom and loud bangs. You get what I'm saying? So, was looking up the penal code, I'm saying, oh, shit. This shit carry a felony. And then now, this dude's side of his face, right? They will try to use that unless the other dude say he was the one lighting it. I don't know. 4X was holding. He was the one lighting it. I don't know. Then at that point in time, it's just simple negligence on both of them. But I can see his PO being petty. He's been being petty.
Right.
Every time he had a video shoot, they lock him up. So 4X's got to get a little smarter and start staying away from certain things. Do I think 4Extras knew that an M80 was illegal to that capacity? Absolutely not.
So is it possible that 4Extra could go to jail, then go to prison? Yeah, it's true. He could wake up and hear that clank, clank, you know what I mean? But there's already a picture that floated out, him with somebody that y'all know I got a lot of respect for, R.I.P. to Nussy. We go way back. DJ Chisel, Refund Mixtape, Baton Rouge, man. Shout out. Hey, but anyways, let's just take a look at this picture real quick because it tells everything. Oh, Kevin Gates, Lamar Jackson. Yeah, then y'all have the GoFundMe that popped up and everything. And some people are trying to criticize that when it's like, for what? Bro, we done seen people with insurance policies and all this stuff and everything get denied. And nobody has ever said people who come from the hood are educated and well-versed in savings and in medical insurance. You never heard that. So I hear y'all and I see that and everything and all the criticism and all the trash talk and everything. He a public figure. He put himself out there. So anybody that's trash talking, it is what it is, bro. Then you had Aaron the plumber come out and say this.
Trolling situation with 4Extras in a real way. So apparently I talked to one of his homies, K-Mac, you know what I'm saying? And Bradesky said this ain't no hoax, man, you know? This is definitely not no hoax. Apparently he did blow off his hand, lighting a firework inside.
Yeah, and I thought Aaron and Spody fat.
What I'm hearing, man, I thought this was a hoax. You feel me? I thought this was their way, getting me to react to it. You know what I'm saying? To build up the hype so 4Extras could get that fight with me, because initially a lot of y'all people think we had a fight set up, a fight planned. That 4Extras was not a part of the plan, and it's not because I didn't want to smoke or none of that, because I didn't want nothing to do with no jumper. You feel me? I didn't want no jumper benefiting off the fight with me and 4Extras. I felt like they been exploiting Bradesky, and I done spoke out on this before. You know what I'm saying? I said if they wanted me and Full Extra to squabble, you feel me, they needed to give him his own platform, and we had to stipulate in the contract that he couldn't go on no jumper talking about it whatsoever.
And I'm going to believe him. I'm going to believe him. Why? Because they do run plays over there, no jumper. That's why y'all didn't see me post the whack with the badge stuff. Like, bro, come on now. Really? Really? And that was a play too. That man got to get on everybody's platform for free and do all this promo stuff, and y'all really ran with it. And then it ultimately stopped what? Nothing. So, no jumper, definitely run plays. They do. So I'll take him at his word. I definitely will, because now there's conspiracy stories. Oh, well, he didn't really do this and he didn't really do that. Yes, that man did, unfortunately. It might not be as bad as basically previously reported, but here's why I believe Fo Extra ain't going to jail nor prison, because there's this thing called liability, and I'm going to be fair, square, obvious, and honest. The liability would fall on the police. You don't believe me? Take a look. You will receive medical care from correctional healthcare providers, which can be staff directly employed by the jail or a private company contracted to provide healthcare services. Here's the breakdown. Correctional healthcare companies, many jails, contract with private companies such as TK Health or Centurion Health to manage and deliver a wide range of healthcare services. On-site medical staff. These companies typically employ licensed healthcare professionals such as doctors, nurses, RNs, LPNs, dentists, dental assistants, and mental health professionals, psychiatrists, psychologists, counselors, detention officers in smaller facilities. Particularly, detention officers may also have responsibilities related to healthcare, such as administering medications, monitoring inmates during detox protocols, and responding to medical emergencies when the medical staff are not on site. Community hospitals and specialists for specialized care or emergencies. Jails would transport inmates to regional hospitals or specialists in the community. Important to note, your right to medical care, inmates have a constitutional right to adequate medical care while in custody. Requesting care, while legal requirements mandate care, you would typically need to submit a written request to see a medical professional. Varied services. The specific services offered might vary depending on the facility and their contracts with the healthcare providers. Mental health care. Mental health services, including assessment counseling and medication management, are also considered essential health care for inmates. In summary, your medical care in jail would be provided by a combination of on-site medical staff, potentially including doctors, nurses, and mental health professionals, along with off-site specialists and hospitals for more complex needs. Basically, it would cost a lot of money for them to keep Fo Extra, get him all the way healthy, take care of him mentally, administer all of these things, and you think that the prisons are going to sit up here and basically nurse this man back to health and get him every single thing that he needs. Plus, he's going to have time served for all of this stuff. So, yeah, I don't see it. And if he is treated wrongly, hence why I put up all the celebrities and stuff like that, you're talking about Lamar Jackson, who plays for the freaking Ravens. If he speaks out about mistreatment, and if Kevin Gates speaks out about mistreatment, everybody else will follow suit. So, respectfully to everybody, I don't see how, why, or anything like that the freaking prisoners, that the probation officer, all of this stuff, or his parole officer, I don't see how they even touched this remotely, because the cost is way too high, way too damn high. And we can look at the freaking law that he supposedly broke, but with nobody speaking, nobody saying anything, it's really not going to matter. So you would leave it up to the police to sit here and figure it all out. And I just don't think that there's a lot of people who will talk. But you know what? Let's get back into it.
Hey, yo, you. Can you subscribe and turn on that bell too? Because when you do, you're helping unbiased, independent news.
So there you have it. If Fo Extra goes to jail, the police will now be responsible for all of his medical bills. They would be. Then you have the matter of what actually happened versus what did not happen and what say so and everything. And what say so means is this. somebody said something, but we don't really know. Somebody said this and said that, but we don't really know. If the people who are not around there, if they don't say anything, that's all that is. For Extra ain't gonna say anything because anything that he says will 1,000,000% be used against him. It don't even matter if he basically says, man, this was something gone wrong. It don't matter if he say, man, I just seen a firework and blah, blah, blah. He can't say a single word. If they come and they approach him, hey, what happened? He's not going to say a thing. He knows this. I know this. Everybody in the world knows this. When they come up, I ain't got nothing to say. Well, while they sit there and they sit back and do the little finger stuff with the little notepad and all that crap, I ain't got nothing to say. I have nothing to say. Nothing to say. Because he doesn't. Because nothing that he says will help him. If he says he had firecrackers, fireworks, whatever the hell, won't help him. Just won't. So there's that part. But maybe some good can come out of this. Because 4Extra trying to be, well, we won't even say trying to, but 4Extra a rapper now. So you use that, you do certain things. There's a way, and I would like every person who watches this that's trying to, well, I won't say trying to go viral, that has a miniature following and all this stuff. Whatever it is that you're good at, perfect that and work towards that. There was, and there is a ton of things that happen on the internet that can educate you. And learning is the number one thing that people don't take advantage of. You can learn how to essentially do everything on the internet way better than you did before. It's all about dedication and sacrifice. Now, with that being said about 4Extra, how can he win from this situation? One, the more people are talking about it, the more people are going to basically have conversations. Conversations keep you in the algorithm. So now his quote unquote interview, y'all not gonna like it. But y'all gonna watch. And that's where all that matters. So now 4Extra has to show the recovery process and what he plans to do next. And people will be tuned in. And I'm gonna be fair. Out of this BS, there's other videos that are now floating out. There's one on my Instagram. There's one on my Twitter at Real Seti Nash where you see his hand. You see some, well, not his hand, but you see a guy's hand get blown off. So what's happening is the education process. There used to be this saying where it's like, I did it so you don't have to. I went through it so you don't have to. I learned these hardships so you don't have to. A lot of people can learn from not doing. You don't need to get a near death or near hand blown off experience to know that this crap is real, because there's a lot of freaking videos that are coming out and it's like danger, 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 bro. Y'all probably want to stop doing this stuff because these M80s, M250s, M1000s, M100s, these are explosives. They're not firecrackers. These are miniature forms of dynamite. Let me ask y'all this question. Just everybody, just answer this, because I know everybody, I'm like, hell no. Would you play with a stick of dynamite? All right, so yeah, I don't want to hear that BS. But yeah, that would be the worst for 4Extra, is that he would end up going to prison because of what allegedly happened. But we didn't hear in the phone call that there was another victim or anything like that. I think probably more than likely what had happened was somebody probably was close and the blood from 4Extra's hands probably got on his face, and then he probably went temporarily blind as well. Probably that's what happened. I don't know. I'm not reaching out to nobody. Fair, unfair, I don't really want to know the whole truth. If he decides to put it out there, which I would suggest against, like, bro, dude, this story you never want to tell. The true story behind how you lost your fingers, plural, you can't really tell that till statute of limitations pass, and that's in 6 years. So you won't even hear the real story, but it is what it is on that part. But share to keep your people aware, subscribe, turn that bell, stay notified. Click right here to see how Charleston White and Say Cheese going against Lil Woody will actually bankrupt him if Charleston White goes with his move. I'll catch you on the next one.